Hey everybody, it's your girl Bondy Blue and I'm back for another Sistas review, y'all. Okay, so the episode starts off where the last one left off, which was with Andy getting home and Gary's lurky, creepy self watching her from the window. Okay, I'm sorry I missed it, all right? Some of y'all almost got cursed out for coming at me sideways about missing that little bit of thing. And it's like, I mentioned that seemed like that's what was happening, but I didn't actually see Gary. Even though I rewinded, I just saw her going upstairs and I was just looking at her and he just looked like some doorman or something. I just wasn't paying attention, I guess, close enough. But whatever. Like, I don't understand why everybody has to be like such a jerk about me missing these little things even when I'm still talking about them. Like, what's wrong with people? Anyway, let's go ahead and get into these notes. So Andy gets home and Gary asks who was that man that she was in a car with, okay? He feels like she's seeing somebody else, okay? And I'm like, this nigga is crazy. He is crazy. And Andy continues to ignore huge red flags about Gary. I mean, you done got all the tea about this man being abusive and crazy from his own wife. From the horse's mouth, you got the information. It was given to you. And yet you're still just googly-eyed and just pigmatized, and I don't have no patience for Andy, okay? So when she explains that the young man was the grandson of the cleaning lady who let him into the building, who she had to take to the hospital, okay, he's then all, I'm sorry, he apologizes and asks if she's okay. Andy tells him that her boss is making her represent his wife, which is so unrealistic because in reality, you would just put another lawyer on her case. Like, why would you even chance having somebody sue y'all for malpractice for her messing around with the man whose wife she's supposed to be representing? That is such a conflict of interest. What type of real law firm with credible lawyer certificates on the wall would be like, yeah, I'm gonna force you to defend this person even though it's an obvious conflict of interest, and it will probably come out in the wash in one way or another. It just makes no sense to me. But she says that she needed to clear her head today, so excuse her if she wasn't answering all his many phone calls and text messages with his stalking ass. So she says she's going out. He says, with him? And she like, boy, what you can't hear? I just explained to you I don't even know that boy. He just gave me a ride home and hugged me to thank me for possibly saving his grandmother's life. Because if I'd have left the lady there, she probably would have died from lack of oxygen to her brain or something like that. Who knows? But either way, you can't hear. No, I'm not going nowhere with him. I'm going out with my friends. He says, well, what am I supposed to do? I said, you know what? I don't watch TV. Do some sit-ups. I don't know. What do crazy niggas that cheat on their wives and move in with their girlfriends do in their free time? Let me know, okay? But either way, she responds to him with, does everything have to be about you, Gary? Does it have to be about you, Gary? And you know what? He's like, you know what? I'ma just go take a ride in my car. I said, if there's nothing else to do, like they ain't got nothing on TV that you can watch while this girl go out with her friends, okay? So she goes in the bedroom to get dressed and notices he done threw some rose petals on the bed and now she feel bad and she apologizes to him. I said, girl, that shit be costing like $10 at the grocery store and you all excited and acting like he done did something because he got a little box of roses that be coming already plucked. All right, and threw them on the bed. The rose petal didn't even look real. I don't have time for her being wooed by all of these basic ass ways of romance. Like, they ain't even had no candles or nothing. They just rose petals just threw on the bed. Who gonna clean this up? So at the club, Sabrina tells Danny that she just sit her ass down and calm down, okay? Because she's doing the most right now. She got an attitude. She upset, talking to dudes that she knows she really don't want to talk to. So, Sabrina like, girl, sit ass down and talk to me. What's wrong with you? Okay, Danny said that Zach told her everything that they be saying about her behind her back. To me, Zach really didn't say much or nothing, but I guess, all right? She feel like the homegirls is talking about her behind her back, and he knew when he told her about it, all right? Sabrina said, so you gonna let this hurt little boy hide in your bathtub tell you what we said about you, sis? You gonna let him break up the friendship? You gonna let a dude get in between the friends? Is that what you gonna do, Danny? Okay, because that's what it sounds like. Karen is on the floor dancing and having her a good time, and Danny is like, she the one that need to sit down somewhere. See, Danny is upset because she feels like Andy and Karen have their own clique inside the friendship. She don't like that, okay? Because she feel like they be talking about her. And it's like, I mean, but don't you talk about Andy and Karen? Like, you come on now. Like, we all do this. Danny, you sitting up there being mad at them for something that you do too. You and Sabrina talk more than Andy and you know, and Karen. Like, y'all both, y'all, the two of y'all talking, the two of them talking, and everybody come together and then they talk together. Okay, but ultimately, that's usually how these foursomes go. Okay, they're always two friends. They're a little bit closer to each other than they are to the other ladies in the group. It's not a big deal. Why is she all in her feelings about this? Sabrina said she needs to go and smoke somewhere. All right, you need to go and hit that vape or something. Calm your nerves down. But then she tells her that Zach is right now in the bathroom passed out with her vaping. Yeah, I'm gonna need for y'all to stop acting like smoking weed makes people drunk. Okay? Because Zach acts drunk. He don't act high. He act drunk. And trust me, I know what it's like to be around high people. And that ain't it. That is not it. I need accurate depictions of marijuana highs. Okay? And what I'm looking at, that ain't it. Now, when it all boils down to it, Sabrina let Danny know. You the one that made it so that we don't want to tell you our business because you talk too damn much, all right? She feel like she doesn't say any of the real things. She just be saying little small stuff. And I'm like, look, as the friend that loves to blurt some stuff out if the moment is right, okay? I'm that friend. I'm sorry. I've gotten better. I have gotten better. I'm an adult now. I don't do that. But back in the day, let you sit in front of me with some bullshit and watch me put you on blast just at any given moment. That's why I got no friends now. I know who I am, okay? But I just kind of feel like, Danny, the little things are sometimes little to you but big to them, okay? And if you can't keep your mouth shut about certain things, you got to understand why your friends don't really feel the need to tell you all their business all the time. Because you talk too damn much, okay? Karen comes over to the table. Sabrina tries to change the subject, but to no avail. Danny starts talking about them saying that she eats up everything and she, you know, need to lose weight or something like that. And I guess they were just talking about how much she eats, but Karen was like, and we said it to your face. I mean, how are you upset about something that we said to your face? Like, come on now, girl. Danny asked about the new dude that Karen is seeing. And Karen is like, I mean, I just met him. It's not a big deal, okay? I met him at the grocery store. He's about to get a divorce. That's it. Like, it's not that much. And then she gets into how Zach rolled up when he pulled her in close to kiss her. She didn't tell Danny about none of this white drama. But still, like, it do feel like you don't want, you know, give Danny all of the information. What's up with that? But y'all need to have a real conversation instead of having these, I'm pissed, let's throw little, you know, slugs, instead of having a real grown woman conversation about what the issue is. When Karen tells them about Zach rolling up on a bike, they didn't seem surprised. And it's because they've been talking to Zach. And she was like, wait a minute, have y'all been talking to Zach? I mean, how y'all talking to Zach? Because I know I ain't tell Andy, so how, you know what I'm saying? How y'all know? You know, she's upset now. And that's when Sabrina tells Danny, please tell this girl the truth about what's going on with you and Zach. And she was like, look, I found out he wasn't sleeping with that girl you thought he was sleeping with. He was living in a shelter. So I told him he could come stay with me and pay half my rent because I needed the help. And Karen is mad because she feel like, how he gonna come and stay with you and pay half your rent? But when he was living with me, he wasn't giving me no money on the rent. What's up with that? She's upset. And I feel like she has every right to be, especially because they've been hiding this from her. So it seems as if there's something to hide. Danny's still trying to talk about whatever it was that the girl supposedly said behind her back. Girl, stop. Just stop, because you're doing the most. Karen says, that's all right though, Danny, because I know that Zach's a hustler and so are you, which is why you ain't never got no money. Meaning that whenever we go out, you ain't never got no money because you always hustling us so that we could pay for stuff. But really, we all see that apparently the people at the airport don't get paid a lot of money. That's what's going on here. Danny says, oh, we going there, bitch? We going there? Okay, well, I'm going to tell you that you the one that messed up that situation with Zach. You messed that up, okay? Don't blame nobody because you don't know how to talk to your man. Karen says, I'm not dealing with this ish. Then she tells Danny that it'll only be a matter of time before he starts sleeping with you and then he gonna be getting your little check too. I said, it look that way, don't it? Danny says that Karen is just confirming everything that Zach told her. Sabrina once again tries to change the subject to talk about her date with the red panty guy. Then she said Victoria has a secret. And I was like, I thought that shit was funny, but the girls didn't laugh. They was mad. They was upset. Back at Andy's house, she's post-coital with Gary, all right? He's feeling better now because these are one of those relationships that really the only reason y'all together is because y'all like having sex with one another. It's not really based off of anything deep or profound, even though y'all think it is, okay? Everybody is in this situation because of the sex. That's why when y'all wasn't having sex, there was a problem. And now that y'all have had sex, everybody feels better. Andy, while he's telling her that he feels better now, says, well, what about the PI? Do you think he follows you here? And then she starts to look around her little bitty bedroom like he gonna be hiding behind the drapes or something. I'm like, girl, what is you looking for? The PI ain't in your apartment? Gary is like, that's what you're worrying about? And she's like, look, I can't help but to be worried about this, okay? This is my business, all right? And he's like, well, do you know who he is? And she was like, I mean, I haven't met him yet. I have his phone number, but I haven't talked to him yet. And he asked, well, why would you talk to him? And she says, please, Gary, don't ask me any questions. Please don't ask me any questions. He asked her to stay with him instead of going out to be with her girlfriends. And she says she won't stay, but then she goes out to the kitchen so that she can call everybody and tell them that she's not coming through. So she called Karen. Karen relays to the other girls, Sabrina and Danny, that Andy has something come up and she's not going to make it. Andy really said that Gary's at the house and they talking, okay? But she didn't say that. Danny says, you see what I'm talking about? Meaning I know that Andy said something on the phone that you're not telling us. Andy heard her, and that's what she meant by that. And Karen says, girl, I don't know. Danny says, you still talking about me? Andy asks, what is going on over there? And Karen says that she'll tell her in the car. And Danny like, yeah, wait till you get in the car to tell her. When you get from around us. Like, child, y'all are making her feel some type of way. I ain't even gonna lie. Karen pays her bill and says, let me pay my bill before you hold something over my head. And then she leaves. And then Danny says that she should have fucked Zach. I said, should you have? Should you have? Because you would still be wrong if you did that. I mean, the 5 heartbeats, they telling y'all, do wrong don't make it right. They tell you. So Andy is calling everybody trying to get the tea on what's going down with the homegirls. But Karen is the one that ends up calling her back. She was on the phone with Sabrina, but Karen called and she hung up the phone with Sabrina, but Sabrina wasn't really giving no tea like that. So she had to get on the phone and Karen find out what was going on. Karen said that Danny is tripping out here, got Zach living in her apartment, helping her with the rent. Andy says, well, Danny is struggling and you did kick Zach out. You can be a little bit harsh. Karen didn't want to hear that, so she's upset. And Danny is like, look, I can't talk to you while you're this upset, okay? Why don't we just talk in the morning? Then she goes and tells Gary that she's going to go and check on Karen. She asks to use his car. He says, yeah, but then she realizes the PI might be following them around. That's not a good idea. He says, you really think they're going to be following us around this late? And I'm like, have you never seen Jessica Jones? Like, Jessica Jones used to be out here at night all the time, just chilling in between 2 brick buildings, watching somebody do something. Like, of course, they're watching you at night. That's when people creep. Creep, 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 creep. Then he asked her, how would his wife even be able to afford a PI? And Andy says she doesn't have her own money. And he says, so you think she moving my money around? She's like, I'm not saying anything, and I don't know anything, and you need to calm down. Didn't you just apologize to me for dragging me into your mess? I'm done. I'm going. I'll see you when I get back. So she leaves to go and check up on Karen. And I'm like, girl, did you not hear yourself? This woman don't even have her own money. Hello. What is happening here? Like, why are you not listening to all of these huge red flags, my girl? I don't understand, y'all. So Karen gets home and text somebody named Rico. Okay, we all know there's always an old faithful. Okay, somebody that you call to come in and then straighten that thing out when you don't want to add any more numbers to your roster. You don't want to add any new players to the roster. You call an old faithful. And Rico is Karen's old faithful. All right, he gets there with the wine and she pulling the condom out her bra. Let's go ahead and get into it. I don't want to talk, nigga. Put your pants down. I don't got no conversation for you. Ain't no more talk. Okay, and he's like, wait a minute. okay? See, you always treating me like this, all right? But I loved you. But you know what? I just came to tell you face to face that I'm getting married and to lose my number, okay? And you ain't gonna get no more of this tongue, no more of this, okay? And then, you know, she was like, okay then, you know, like feeling some type of way. As he's leaving, Andy's coming in. And Andy like, oh, wait a minute. Was that Rico? You still calling him, girl? And she was like, and you just stopped calling your old faithful. Don't play with me. She was like, point taken. Point taken. And I'm like, every time I see Andy's body, I'm like, I need to go get in shape and lift some weights. Sis is just so like, you know, tight and upright. As the marvelous Mrs. Maisel would say, tits up, okay? Andy always comes in tits up, okay? Correct bra size and everything. So Andy tells Karen about the cleaning lady's son and how she was kind of feeling him and everything. But Gary was watching from the window like a stalker. And Karen reminds her, girl, don't play with this man's emotions. He just left his wife for you. And she was like, girl, he started grilling me about his wife moving money. And Karen was like, I don't like that. And Andy was like, I don't like that either. I think I might ask him to leave. And Karen was like, please be sure, because this man just left his wife for you. So please be sure, sis. Okay? Danny gets home and Zach is ass naked on her bed, passed out as if he didn't just drink 340s instead of hitting a vape for a little while. Child, I can't deal with y'all. All right? She just go ahead and get on the sofa. And when he wakes up to go use the bathroom, just showing all of the goods, ain't you, DeVal? Okay? Look, Tyler Perry got you out here hoeing. So Danny gets in the bed, but he ain't really up. So when he comes back, he lays right on top of her and starts, you know, talking about, come on, like he's trying to have sex with her, and she just naked. He naked. He got his whole peen on her back. I was just like, oh, that's a recipe for disaster right there. Okay, because that's hard to turn down. I'm just saying. So y'all, let's pop over to Sabrina. Okay, Sabrina gets home and Calvin is waiting at the door for her. All right, and as soon as they get inside, they start to get into it. All right, all hot and bothered. And she gets down, pulls his pants down, and she looks down there. And this time he got on his yellow lace panties. And she was like trying to push him down in order to have the same thing that happened last time happen again. But he was like, nah, tell me what's going on. And see, this is what makes me upset. Don't sit up there and ask me to be 100 and be honest with you about how I'm feeling. And then when I tell you, oh, you judging me. I'm not judging you. Seeing a man in lace underwear is not a turn on for me. I'm sorry, okay? She explains that she likes her men with boxers and dirty fingernails, and he got clear nail polish on. He said they were buffed. Now, me personally, I don't care about a man getting his nails and his feet manicured and pedicured. I don't care. Matter of fact, I prefer it, okay? Get that together so you can not be, you know, hurting me with your feet and your nails, all right? But at the same time, like, come on, dude, are you really gonna sit up here and act like because you had 2 gay daddies that means you don't know what type of underwear most men wear? Or at least most straight men? Or just, you know, most masculine men at the end of the day. Most masculine men are not walking around with underwear stuck in their ass. So I'm trying to understand why, because you have 2 gay parents, that all of a sudden means you are completely out of touch with reality as it pertains to what people find, you know, attractive. Like, I'm sorry, but I don't want you to have on female underwear. I'm not into that. There's somebody out there who is. I'm telling you, there's somebody out there that is into that type of kink. That's not me. And I don't understand why she couldn't be honest and say that without him feeling like, oh, you're judging me. And now he feels like they should just cut out the intimacy and get to know each other a little bit better so that she will see him the way he sees her. And it's like, sir, if she sees the underwear, it does not matter the way she sees you. Once she sees the underwear, she's turned off. So the next time you know you coming over here to somebody down, how about you come with no underwear on under your jeans? That way, as soon as you pull them down, peen. Nobody's turning away from that. Nobody's turned off from that. That's what I was expecting to be there. I just don't understand why all of a sudden, you know, she got to be wrong when you ask for the truth. And the truth is, that's a turn off for me. I'm sorry. And it has nothing to do with your sexuality. That just anything that somebody would wear or do to their body that you would find unattractive. Like, if you were all of a sudden missing a tooth, that's a turn off for me. Get your teeth fixed, okay? Like, if you got if you ain't got no bush and I like bush, or if you got too much bush and I don't like bush, possibly could be a turn off. I mean, don't kick nobody out the bed out, over it ain't that big of a deal. But I just kind of feel like, those underwear are a turn off. Just deal with it, bruh. Don't come over here with them underwear next time. If you want to wear your little lace, talking about I never thought about it. Really? Really? Because those are the ones you see in the men's section at Dillard's or Walmart. Those underwear. Get out of my face. Just get out of my face. So he just leaves, and now she left all hot and bothered, feeling like she was wrong because he asked her for the truth and she gave it to him. Like, you know what? Y'all work on my damn nerves, okay? Because I would have said that from the beginning, like, oh yeah, that's what's hot out here? That's what you're doing? Break down to me where you found those underwear. What section in the store did you get those from so I can have a better understanding? Okay, boy, get out of here with that. Okay, they were cute though. I would want to wear them myself. But canary yellow lace underwear, sir, give it a break. You know that ain't real. You know that's not the look. Anyway, y'all, that was Sistas. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I enjoy this show. I really do. Like every episode, I enjoy. Okay, I never feel like I was bored or anything like that. So even though some of y'all prefer, the over sisters, that ain't me. Okay, so I hope y'all keep coming back to watch the reviews. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I do love y'all, regardless of how some of y'all tap dance on my nerves. I love you anyway, baby, okay? I love you for real, which means I still might check you, but I love you anyway. All right, I'll see y'all in the next one.